Hi, this is Maria from Crochet A to Z and welcome to the channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, please push that subscribe button and please also push the like button because it does help get the algorithms out there so everyone can find this channel. So today we're going to do the spring mesh ripple stitch. We're going to do the spring has sprung thing and we're going to just make believe it's spring. And we're going to do this ripple pattern. It's real easy. I'm going to show you just how easy it is to make. I've gotten into this ripple thing and I wanted to show you how easy these are to make, because sometimes you can have issues with ripples. You lose a stitch. It's very easy for that to happen. But I want to make this easy, beginners to advanced, everyone in between. I am using an acrylic yarn. You can use cotton yarn. You can use acrylic. It's up to you. And this is a 4-weight. If you want to use something a little heavier, a little lighter, that's up to you. And I'm using an H hook, but you don't have to use an H hook. You can use any size hook you want. The whole thing with this pattern is that it's done in multiples of 20. 20 plus 20 plus 20 plus 20 until you get to your desired width, and then you always add 5 at the end. Now let's get started. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a slip knot, and once we make a slip knot, we're going to chain 45. 2 sets of 20 plus 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, and then 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is your working chain. These are your chains. They look like little V's. And at the very end is your slip knot, not considered a chain. So now what's going to happen is we're going to count back. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. In that 5th chain from the hook, we're going to make a double crochet. I go slow. You can follow along. You can write it down, whatever is easy for you. Once we do that, I want to mention that this is considered a stitch along with your double crochet. This will be considered a V-stitch, and I'll show you why that is as we move forward. So now once you do that, you're going to chain 1. Always chain 1 after your double crochets. After you do that, you're going to skip 1 stitch, and in the next one over, you're going to make a double crochet. Then once you do that, you're going to chain 1. You're going to skip 1, and you're going to make a double crochet in the next stitch. Then you're going to chain 1, and you're going to make a double crochet. Once you chain 1 and you skip 1, you're going to make a double crochet in the next stitch. And this is what it looks like, and I just want to show you. There's that V stitch, and then you made 3 double crochets, just like here. So when you think about it, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 double crochets. So once you do that, you're going to chain 1. You're going to skip 1 stitch, and after that you're going to make a double crochet in the next stitch, but you're not going to finish it. So you're going to go in, you're going to pull up a loop, you're going to yarn over, pull through 2. You're going to leave that on the hook. Then what you're going to do is you're going to skip 1, 2, and 3. You're going to skip 3 chains, and then you're going to double crochet in the 4th chain. So 1, 2, 3. In this next one, you're going to do a double crochet, but you're not going to finish it. You're going to go make your double crochet, pull through 2. Now you have 3 chains on your hook. You're going to yarn over, and you're going to go through all 3. Now once you do that, you're going to chain 1 and skip 1. And in this next one, you're going to do a double crochet. Then you're going to chain 1, skip 1, and then you're going to do a double crochet. I want to show you what it looks like. Then you're going to chain 1, skip 1, and then you're going to do a double crochet. And this is what it looks like. And you're going to see that this stitch here is what it did, is it did this. It made the valley. And this is your peaks. So once you do that, you're going to chain 1. After you chained 1, we're going to make our peak. So we're going to skip 1, and in this next one, we're going to make a double crochet. Now we're going to chain 1, 2, and 3. Once we chain 3, we're going to go right back in that same stitch, and we're going to make another double crochet. And you'll see how this goes. Then we're going to chain 1, and we're going to skip 1. And we're going to make a double crochet in this next stitch. We're going to chain 1 and skip 1, and we're going to make a double crochet in this next stitch. We're going to chain 1, skip 1, and we're going to make a double crochet in this next stitch. And this is what it looks like. And see your valley and your peak. So now we made our 3 double crochets after we made our peak. And we're going to chain 1. And again, we're going to skip 1. And here, we're going to make a double crochet. Don't complete. Then we're going to skip 1, 2, and 3. And then in the next one, we're going to make a double crochet. So skip 1, 2, and 3. And in this next one, make a double crochet, but we're not going to finish it like we did the other one. And go through 2. And then yarn over, and we're going to go through these 3 loops. Now we're going to chain 1, and after we chain 1, we're going to skip 1, and we're going to make 1, chain 1, another double crochet. After we skip 1, we're going to make another double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, another double crochet, and you will have made 3. You're going to chain 1. You should have 2 stitches left. 1, 2. You're going to go into this last chain and you're going to make a V-stitch. You're going to do a double crochet, a chain 1, and then another double crochet in that same stitch. Now what you're doing here is you're finishing it off the way it started. And I'll put that right down. And what I mean by that is this is your chains and then you made a double crochet. That's your V-stitch. So we made a V-stitch at the other end. And we did our valleys and we did our peak. So now, after you do this, and I want to show you what we've done. This is what we've done. We've done this portion. We're going to go to the next row, row 2. Row 2 is going to be a repeat row over and over and over again until you are done with this. Whatever it is you're making, Afghan baby blanket, shawl, whatever you're making, that's going to be it. So we're going to chain 1, chain 2, and chain 3. Always chain 3 before you turn your work. Once you chain 3, in this spot where this V is, you're going to go right in there and you're going to make a V stitch. So you're going to do a double crochet, a chain 1, and another double crochet. And I want to mention you also have this stitch here. So you have your V stitch, but you have a double crochet at the end here. So now what's going to happen is you're going to chain 1 all the time. We're going to work in these stitches. We're going to put a double crochet in the middle of this stitch. Or should I say in the middle of those stitches. We're going to go in the middle here, but before we do that, we're going to chain 1. And we're going to do another double crochet here. We're going to chain 1. And we're going to do another double crochet here. Always chain 1 after your double crochet. You're going to chain 1. Now we're going to do something a little different. This is a valley. We're going to yarn over and we're going to go in here and we're going to make a double crochet, but we're not going to finish it. Then we're going to go here, we're going to yarn over and go up here and make a double crochet, not finish it, and go through 2. We're going to have 3 on our hook. We're going to yarn over and go through all 3. And that is our valley. Always chain 1. Then we're going to find these spots right here. So we're going to do a double crochet and we're going to work, like I said, in the middle of those openings. Chain 1, double crochet in this spot, in between the double crochets from below. Chain 1. And now we're going to make a double crochet here. and chain 1. Now we're going to work in the middle of this. We're going to make that V-stitch, but it's a little more than a V-stitch. So what we're going to do is go in and make a double crochet, chain 1, chain 2, and chain 3. Go right back in the middle there and make another double crochet. And I want to show you. That's your valley. This is your peak. So now we're going to chain 1 and we're going to work in these spots again. We're going to make a double crochet here, a chain 1, double crochet in this next spot. Now don't forget, this is your repeat row over and over again. Chain 1, a double crochet in this spot, chain 1, and now what we're going to do is we're going to go in here and we're going to make a double crochet, but we're not going to finish it. So we're going to yarn over, go in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, go. We're going to the sides of this. We're not working the middle, we're not working the sides. We've got 2 on our hook because we didn't finish that. So we're going to yarn over, we're going to go in here, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. You have 3 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. And this is what you have. Now what you're going to do is you're going to chain 1. Now we're going to work in these spaces again. So let's go in here, chain 1, go in here, double crochet, chain 1, go in here, double crochet, chain 1. Now this is where it's a little different, and I'll show you what I mean by that. In the middle of these 2 stitches, we're going to put a V-stitch. 1, double crochet, chain 1, right back in there, another double crochet, and we've made our V-stitch. But we have to do something more, because at this end we have our V-stitch, but we also have this stitch right here. So at the very end, in the top of this first chain, we're going to put a double crochet. So that's going to end it the way it began it. And there's your peak, and there's your valleys right here. Peaks and valleys. And I'll show you up close. And I'll show you from here too, the color. So now we're going to do one more row together. Because like I said, this is going to be your repeat row over and over again. So you're going to chain 1, chain 2, and chain 3. And you're going to turn your work. You're going to work in this V-stitch. So you're going to make a double crochet, a chain 1, and a double crochet right in the same stitch area. So you've made your V-stitch. Now you're going to chain 1 and you're going to double crochet in the open chain spots. Chain 1. In these spots, you're going to do your double crochets. So there's one there, one here, chain 1, another one here, chain 1. Now we're going to make this valley. So we're going to do a double crochet in this spot, but we're not going to finish it. So we're going to yarn over, go in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, go into this other open spot in between these 2 stitches. See, this is in between these 2 openings. We're going to go to the next opening and we're going to pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and you have 3 on your hook. You're going to yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. Now you're going to chain 1. Now you're going to start working these open spots. So you're going to make a double crochet in this open spot. Chain 1, a double crochet in this open spot. Chain 1, a double crochet in this open spot. Chain 1. Now I want to mention this was your valley. So now you're going to do your peak because you're working your way up. So now we're going to go in here in the middle of this stitch and we're going to make a double crochet. You're going to chain 1, chain 2, and chain 3. And we're going to go right back in the middle here and make another double crochet. Peaks and valleys, that's what we're doing. Now we're going to go into these open spots again and we're going to do a double crochet in those chain spaces in each one of them. So let me show you. After you make this, you're going to chain 1 and you're going to go into this spot where it's open, put a double crochet. You're going to chain 1 in this spot, you're going to put a double crochet. Chain 1. In this spot, you're going to put a double crochet, chain 1. Now we're going to our valley. So we're going to make a double crochet, but we're not going to complete it. We're going to yarn over, go in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, we're going to work on the side of this stitch. We worked on this side, now we're going to work on this side where there's another open space. So you're going to yarn over, go in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, because you have 3 loops on your hook, you're going to yarn over and you're going to go through all 3 loops. You're going to chain 1. Now we're going to work in these spots, and I want to mention that was your peak, this is your valley. So now we're going to work in these open spots. After you chained 1, you're going to go into this next open spot and make a double crochet. Chain 1. This open spot, make a double crochet. Chain 1. This open spot, make a double crochet. Chain 1. Now we're at the end again. And we know that we have a V-stitch here and this end stitch here. In this V-stitch, we're going to make a V-stitch. So a double crochet and a chain 1. Go back in, a double crochet, right in the same spot. Chain 1. Now we're going to make a double crochet at the top of this chain to end this row because we want to end it the way we began it. That's the way we began it. That's the way we ended. It's the same. It's got the V-stitch right here, V-stitch right here, double crochet at the end. And this is, these are your peaks right here. These are your valleys right here. Peak, valleys. I could go one more round and we'll do 1, 2, and 3. Turn your work around. In this V-stitch, we're going to make a V-stitch. And I'm going to do a double crochet, chain 1, and another double crochet in this stitch. Then chain 1. Now we're going to work in these spots. So after you chain 1, you're going to make a double crochet in the chain spaces. 1, chain 1, another one in here, chain 1, another one here, chain 1. Now this is your valley. So we're going to go in here and we're going to make a double crochet, but we're not going to finish it. So let me go out and show you. You're going to yarn over, go in here, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, we're going to work between, this is the stitch, we're going to work on each side. So now we're going to yarn over and we're going to go into this opening right here. And we're going to pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. You have 3 on your hook. You're going to yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. That is your valley. You're going to chain 1. You're going to go into the next openings where there are chain stitches. And you're going to make a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, and a double crochet and a chain 1. This was your valley. This is your peak. So after you chain 1, you're going to go and work right in here to make your valley and your peak, rather, I'm sorry, to make your peak. So you're going to do a double crochet, chain 1, chain 2, chain 3. And another double crochet right here. So you're going to make your peak. Valley, your peak. After you do that, you're going to chain 1. And now you're going to make a double crochet in this opening. Chain 1, double crochet in this opening. Chain 1. A double crochet in this opening, chain 1. Now again, you're going to make your valley. So we're going to work on the side of this stitch, this side and this side. So you're going to make in here a double crochet, but you're not going to complete it. So you're going to yarn over, go in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, go onto the other side of this stitch, go in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. You now have 3 on your hook. You're going to yarn over and pull through all 3. So you made another valley. So now you're going to chain 1. You're going to work in these openings across. You're going to put a double crochet here. You're going to chain 1, a double crochet here. You're going to chain 1, a double crochet here, chain 1. And now you're going to work between this V stitch. So you're going to go in there, make a double crochet, chain 1, make another double crochet right in that same stitch, chain 1, and in this last stitch at the top of that stitch, you're going to make a double crochet. So you made your valleys and your peaks. Valleys, peaks. And this is what you do over and over again until you get this finished. And this is the spring mesh ripple stitch. It's a really pretty stitch. It's really easy. I wanted to show you something a little light and airy. If you wanted to start this now, if you wanted to make it, give it as a gift, give it away at Easter time, whatever you wanted to do. If you have a baby coming and it's going to be a summer baby, and you wanted to make it for the little girl or little boy, you could do this. This is a nice pattern for that as well. So I hope you liked the spring mesh stitch, and it really is pretty. And you can, like I said, you can change colors. You can use it all one color. Whatever you choose to do, you can do. And I showed you with it's a light blue, the darker blue, and then I tried I did a white as well. So this is Maria from Crochet A to Z. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial of the spring mesh ripple stitch. Thank you. Have a great day. Have a great evening. I love you all. Bye-bye.